Hello. In this video, we're going to find the following limit. We have the limit as x approaches 1 of the square root of x minus 1 all over x minus 1. So here, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and understand that you actually know how to do this already if you watched the last video. So I'm going to go ahead and give you about 5 seconds to pause this video. That way you can work on this one on your own, try to figure out how to do it. If you have trouble or you think that you need a little bit more time, or if you think you need a little bit more help, go ahead and play this after I tell you to pause. Okay, so hopefully you arrived at some answer here. And what we want to do is we want to go ahead and look at this in terms of multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by something. We have the square root of x minus 1 in the numerator, so what I want to do is I want to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the square root of x plus 1. Now, if you didn't start out this way, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to go through the other way of doing this as well. So by multiplying, we get the limit as x approaches 1. Now, in the numerator, square root of x minus 1 times square root of x plus 1 just gives us x minus 1. In the denominator, we have still the x minus 1 there times the square root of x plus 1. The x minus 1's cancel. And this is going to give you the limit as x approaches 1 of 1 over the square root of x plus 1. Now this is perfectly fine because square root of 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. So the denominator is no longer 0 like it was at the beginning. So 1 minus 1 was 0, which is why we couldn't just plug it in. And at this point, just plug in the x to be 1. So this will give 1 over the square root of 1 plus 1, which is, of course, 1/2. Good deal. Now, that's how you solve this by multiplying numerator and denominator by something. In this case, let's now do the other way of saying, starting out with the original question of the limit as x approaches 1 of the square root of x minus 1 all over x minus 1, we're going to factor the denominator. Now, some people wonder, how do you know you want to factor the denominator and not the numerator? Well, if you notice, the one that has a larger exponent on x is actually the denominator, because this is x to the half power, this is x to the first power. So we want to go from the 1 down to the 2. It doesn't work very well going in the other direction. So when we factor, first of all, the numerator is just going to stay the square root of x minus 1. The denominator, however, would be 2 sets of parentheses, a plus and a minus. And then basically all you need to do is just do the square root of each one of these. Square root of x is just the square root of x. Square root of 1 is 1. Fantastic. And at that point, cancel those two, and notice that we're then left with the limit as x goes to 1 of 1 over the square root of x plus 1. Plug in the x being 1, we get 1/2. Alrighty. Well, I believe that's it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun.